All right, you guys, there is a new video here for Tesla right before earnings. Tesla price still attractive into earnings. Robotaxi roadmap in focus. This is by Schwab Network, released today here, April 21st, 2025. And again, Tesla earnings are going to be on April 22nd. Let's go ahead and watch this video and see what they got here.
There may be anxiety in the markets right now, but there's also a lot of anticipation for those Tesla earnings due out 24 hours. I mean, basically tomorrow. So I'm joined by Brian Mulberry, Client Portfolio Manager, Zacks Investment Management. Thank you so much for being with us. Tell me a little bit about you said, I see you're playing a open-minded, right? Because I did see there could be some surprises and good news. What do you think is the most likely scenario right now for Tesla?
Most likely scenario is definitely a decline in unit sales on the automotive segment, but also continued strong growth in the power generation segment. So there's not necessarily a one-for-one offset there. Automotive still makes up roughly 80% of revenue, and you have power generation growing at 180% over the last 3 years, but still only makes up 10 to 12% of total revenue. But there is a segment there that is definitely growing to a point where it could offset some of the loss in the slowdown of unit sales. So kind of a silver lining, not all bad news for Tesla. And definitely, another component that could come online, and we hope to hear more about this in their guidance around the services segment and full self-driving. This is another piece of technology that we expect to go much like power generation that will simply be licensed by other OEMs and used, and that's a fee for service that Tesla can just absorb and further monetize as they've already developed the technology, just like they're doing on the power generation and charging side right now.
Look, there's a lot of criticism about Elon Musk's role in Doge. The brand has sort of lost its appeal to half the country. There's a lot going on here. Maybe Elon Musk is distracted. At the same time, he's the visionary. He's the guy who created Tesla. What would Tesla do without him? So, and you talked about full self-driving. We have robotics. We have energy. There's a lot to this. At this point now, at 223, is Tesla a buy? I mean, do you start to say you buy it here, you buy it tomorrow, you buy it for a long term, maybe, or after earnings? What do you think about the price right now?
I think the price is still attractive, given that when you look out 2 to 3 years, earnings are still growing by 18 to 20%. The broader market is only growing at half of that if you're lucky. So this is still a company that is profitable. It is growing earnings faster than the market. And so it's not always an even ride, pardon the pun, but also, the key man risk is being disruptive to the price down to a point where this is still an attractive level, or at least a reason to own a portion of it in your portfolio at this point in time.
Okay. When we think about the landscape, Tesla was sort of first out of the gate. They were the EV darling, the moat, and now the wide competition at home and abroad. Tesla may never be or have the market share it once had. Does that mean it can't still be an incredible leader?
I think it actually doesn't. I think they can still be a leader. And one of the biggest reasons is they have the best per unit margin in the automotive business. It's a little bit difficult to talk about Tesla, and we certainly understand that. And I saw the Code Red investment note earlier. It made me smile a little bit as a child of the 80s. It means we have to be able to handle the truth, right? And the truth is, Tesla still has the most margin per vehicle sold, even outside of the EV segment. When you look at internal combustion, they still have the most profitability per unit. And so even though units are declining in total sales, there's still a profitable business model that's under there. Nobody expected them to be 100% of the EV market forever, and they're definitely down to about 50% off of their high of around 80% a few years ago. So it's a competitive marketplace. There have been other levers that have been pulled in terms of more competitive priced options from other manufacturers. But I still think that this is a very good product. There's still some good loyalty from consumers who enjoy the product itself. And the bottom line is simply that Tesla makes more per unit still than most of all of the other manufacturers combined.
So at this point, I mean, just so folks understand, it's a concern that Dan Ives at Wedbush had about Code Red, and just saying that Doge is taking too much of Elon Musk's attention, and that we have a brand issue, and that he needs to get back, or else it could be code red, right? Is that basically what he's saying, and do you agree?
Yeah, it's the key man risk, right? I mean, Elon is so much of the business and so much of an innovator himself personally. The more time he spends doing other things, it feels like maybe there's a little bit of lack of progress on some of the really big technologies that Tesla's been trying to grow recently. I think we'll find out more tomorrow. Honestly, they're obligated to tell us more about where they are, and it would be a huge boost to the stock to let us know that full self-driving is coming along, and is at a point where you can see something like driverless taxis being monetized sometime soon. I know that they're available in certain marketplaces, but scale is the question here, right? Can they operate at scale? I think Tesla definitely has the capability and the capacity to churn out robotaxis in a quick amount of time. That segment could also be something that grows underneath the services umbrella, where they can monetize it and again add back revenue that they're losing in the per unit segment on the auto side. So we just need to learn more about that. It could offset some of that concern when it comes to just Elon Musk and him being a part of the government versus being the CEO of these companies.
All right. Great to see you, Brian Mulberry, Client Portfolio Manager, Zacks Investment Management. Good to see you. Thanks so very much.
All right, well, let me know what your thoughts are about that. And honestly, I'm just going to share with you my opinion. I literally walk outside and I see so many Teslas each day. And each week goes by, I walk outside or I drive out with my car and look around on the freeway or on the highway. There's just more and more Tesla vehicles itself. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to go ahead and load up Tesla now. And the current price is $225, down about almost 6.5% today. Personally, this is just my opinion here for my own long-term portfolio. While we're below 250, I personally don't mind adding a position into Tesla. I expect to see a potential move here towards 272 and 313. I'm optimistic in terms of a reversal or an upside move here for Tesla stock. Now, that doesn't mean that within 1 or 2 days we get a big rally back up to the top side, although that is a possibility. I am pretty optimistic on 272 resistance being tested here. I do have resistances at 313, 355, and also 406. But again, the closest one to us right now is going to be 272. We've got major support here at about 214 or 213. Keep that in mind. If we break below 213, I want to be careful of us potentially testing down towards 203 as well as 180. I think 180 is going to be a major support to keep an eye out for as well in case we do have more downside moves. Again, I am dollar cost averaging into Tesla, and if we do drop down to 180, I expect to be adding more as well into my own portfolio. Let me know what you guys are doing at these current prices. Are you guys buying into Tesla stock before earnings, or are you waiting until after? Or I know in our Discord, some people are buying some now and then waiting with some cash on the side for after earnings. So let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. And if you don't have a community, I highly recommend joining our Discord. It's free to join, and there's over 32,000 members there. We also filter out all the bots, and we do have a dedicated chat section for Tesla stock as well. Pretty excited here for Tesla. Anyways, going into earnings for April 22nd, 2025. Really excited to see what your guys' thoughts are as well. And again, I will be making videos on Tesla every single day. So feel free to stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like the video as well. Always happy to hear your guys' thoughts. And really excited to be going over Tesla here going into the next couple of days, especially since earnings is tomorrow. I'm really excited to tune into the earnings as well. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.